NBC Palm Springs.
Thank you for joining us for your midday news. I'm Olivia Sandusky here alongside meteorologist Jerry Steffen. It is Tuesday after an active Monday. You know, I noticed my front yard looks like it got washed off. Looks very
we got
nice.
some rain over Southern California and the Coachella Valley, especially the mountains, and we're going to see another round of that a little later on today. Clear skies over the valley, but that heating will allow lift in the atmosphere and a few thunderstorms in the mountains to develop, and I'll explain exactly what's going to happen later this afternoon. Also, we have Tropical Storm Juliet, which is off in the Northeast Pacific. Now, we haven't had a storm really affect us since Hillary 2 years ago.
Yep.
This is not going to be anything like it, but
good.
we will tap into some of that moisture. I'll let you know when.
All right, that's still ahead. Thank you, Jerry.
Sure.
Let's turn to that top story this morning. This afternoon, the parents of missing 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro set to make their first court appearance in Riverside. Rebecca and Jake Haro were arrested on suspicion of murder last Friday, almost 1 week after reporting their infant son missing. Search teams were seen off Highway 60 in Moreno Valley over the weekend. They're working to locate Emmanuel's remains. Jake Haro was seen with officials in an orange jumpsuit. Baby Emmanuel is still missing but is presumed dead. Today's court hearing is at the Riverside Hall of Justice. That's where they're expected to be formally charged in this case. We'll have coverage of this story throughout our evening newscasts at 5 and 6, so please stay with us for that. Meanwhile, Riverside County Sheriff's Department and Hemet Sheriff's Station asking the public for their help in the search for a missing mother and her 2 children. Lisa Trejo Cordero and her son, 2-year-old Jamison Fetchko, her daughter, 4-year-old Memory Fetchko, last seen August 6th in East Hemet. Before their disappearance, the mother was scheduled to meet with Child Protective Services to finalize custody arrangements for her children. If you know anything about their whereabouts, you can contact the Riverside County Sheriff's Dispatch Center. We've got the number right there at the bottom of your screen. President Donald Trump yesterday welcoming families of service members killed in the attack on Kabul airport in Afghanistan. The president signing a proclamation marking the 4-year anniversary of the bombing at Abbey Gate. It killed 13 U.S. service members during the withdrawal from Afghanistan. In the footage from the Oval Office here, you can see the family of local Marine Corporal Hunter Lopez, who was killed in that attack. They were surrounded by other Gold Star families. This was Monday afternoon. And locally tonight, the city of La Quinta will be honoring Hunter and his fellow service members. The city will hold a lightsaber vigil. It's at 7 o'clock tonight, Civic Center campus in La Quinta, just off Washington Street in Calle Tampico. The lightsabers are replacing candles because Hunter was an avid Star Wars fan. And we turn now to the storm that hit the Coachella Valley yesterday. Our NBC Palm Springs' Mark Mester takes a look at the damage.
Tonight, dramatic images showing the dangerous flooding that hit Highway 86 along Desert Elmore Ranch near the Salton Sea. Roadways flooded, cars submerged, with drivers and passengers standing on the roofs of their vehicles, waiting for the water to recede.
Oh, this is crazy.
The rainfall started late Monday afternoon, prompting the National Weather Service to issue a flash flood warning. It flooded roads in the high desert, like this one, near Joshua Tree National Park's main gate. In Cathedral City, commuters and pedestrians dodging and pushing through the big puddles. The wind also affecting the road in Palm Desert, with this tree coming down on Monterey near College of the Desert. And thousands without power in the East Valley, as so many are reminded how quickly rain can impact the desert.
And we do have an update to the flooding you saw near Highway 86 there near Salton Sea. CHP telling us everyone has been rescued safely. Thankfully, they are receiving assistance in Westmoreland today. Caltrans information map showing the roadways are now open south of the Salton Sea. What a dramatic situation there in just a matter of minutes. Now, regarding power outages in North Shore, we sent a camera crew out there this morning. They found power lines knocked over by yesterday's storm. According to Imperial Irrigation District's outage report map, it indicates only a handful of customers near the Salton Sea Visitor Center are without power this morning. We spoke to some of the residents who stayed at a temporary Red Cross shelter last night at Westmoreland Union Elementary School.
I was just focused on the road because, I was just, you get a panic attack. You're like, oh my God. And then the water felt like it was going to come up over the windows. And, we're just like, and then with the kids being in there, it was just scary. It was a scary moment. It was really scary.
You know what? My first thought was we can help these families. Our cafeteria is cool. It's a dry place. We were very lucky here in Westmoreland that the rain didn't affect us. And I would hope that somebody would do the same for my families if they were stranded. So we were just ready to help them.
It's great to see the community helping each other out there. Now, if you see a downed power line in your area, IID urges stay safely away from it. Contact crews to get it repaired. Don't touch any water in the area because that can conduct the electricity as well. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside. This is our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. Some clouds still hanging around, Jerry. We saw some parts there accumulating a lot of water yesterday, so we're checking that radar today, making sure those areas won't be impacted too much today.
Got the retro radar taking us back to yesterday afternoon when we had an explosion of thunderstorms over the mountains. You'll see it pop up in just a few seconds here. There it is. And it moved its way to the north. Basically, we'll have a little bit of the same situation later today. Right now, nothing happening over our mountains. That'll change a little later on today with the heating of the day. 83 degrees in Palm Springs. We're watching the humidity, too. It's up there. 67% at the airport. Southeast End, 64% of thermal right now with 85 degrees. Temps include 82 degrees up north in the high desert. Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree, about the same at 29 Palms. Desert Hot Springs, 85, 89, Thousand Palms. 86 degrees at Indio. 82 at Cabazon. Nothing on radar here, but we are seeing some action like yesterday to the northeast of us, mostly over Arizona right now where the bulk of that monsoonal moisture is in place, but we're still getting some of it here. It'll be warm and humid today. Temperatures below 100 degrees for many of us this afternoon, and we're going to see some coverage basically over the mountains, and with the steering currents out of the southwest, it'll push its way to the northeast a little later on today, and spillover showers are a possibility for the valley. So dew points are going to be up there, around 70 degrees in some areas with these highs. No triples. 96 degrees in Palm Springs, 97 Indio, 94 degrees at Desert Hot Springs, Cabazon 94 degrees, Thousand Palms 96. Comfort Air 3-day forecast. We'll see more sunshine tomorrow, 103. The moisture level to tap into will go down a little bit, so no thunderstorms expected around here. And then Juliet could have I guess something to do with their forecast on Thursday with lots of clouds and 101 the high. I'll explain all that, full forecast, and a look at the tropics on the way.
Jerry, thank you. More local news this morning. The Palm Springs International Airport hosting their 5th annual job fair, and it's today. It's actually taking place at the Palm Springs Convention Center this morning, started about an hour ago, and it runs until 3 p.m. The airport is looking to fill over 200 positions from transportation to customer service. If you're interested, you can learn more about the job fair on the newsroom tab of our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. And the Palm Springs Parks and Rec Department is looking for your feedback on designing the Desert Highland Park's new playground. They'll be holding a community meeting. This is also today. It's at the James O. Jesse Desert Highland Unity Center. This meeting starts at 6. It will review concept designs and allow the community to give input and share ideas to shape the new neighborhood project. Firefighters may be starting to turn the corner on the picket fire in Napa Valley, but wine growers are saying the damage has already been done. NBC's Jody Hernandez reports.
The owner of this vineyard says his grapes may have been okay if exposed to smoke for just a few hours, but these grapes have been soaking in the smoke for 4 days, and while they look okay, he says they're ruined.
It's been a nightmare. It started Thursday night, I think. So it's been tough on all of us here.
Grape grower Steve Brown describes what it's been like the last 4 days. The picket fire burned much of his property, but while his ranch home and vineyard are still standing, his entire crop of grapes are a complete loss.
There's a lot of love, a lot of work. You work at it all year long, and this happens.
Brown's 20 acres of Cabernet grapes have taken in too much smoke. He says hundreds of acres of grapes in the region are now tainted.
The problem is Pope Valley here, this whole area here, it's smoked. You can't sell it. So if you don't have insurance, you got a problem.
Viticulture experts say once smoke compounds are absorbed, the taint is near impossible to remove, and it can be hard to taste at first.
Bound pretty tightly and they're not volatile. And so you can't detect them, and then they'll gradually volatilize with time. So something that might taste okay when it's bottled can be smoky in a couple of years.
Firefighters have been able to keep the 6,800-acre fire from growing much since yesterday. Cutting down burned trees at risk of falling and trying to keep the fire from flaring up again.
We're still at a heightened sense of alert. The afternoon winds can come up. This thing could still spring up.
Maggie. People in the area are showing their gratitude. Tom Lee put up signs this morning to say thank you.
My message is thank you so much for knowing what to do and for being able to assemble all these resources and knock that thing down.
Still ahead on your midday news, President Donald Trump testing federal authority yesterday, signing multiple executive orders. We've got the details right after the break, and let's take a live look outside our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. Not seeing too much action. Oh, somebody out there in the distance enjoying the humid morning. Jerry Stephens in just a little bit, tracking our rain chances. Stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 11.
Welcome back. Some more severe weather. A massive dust storm slamming into parts of Arizona, causing significant damage in parts of the state. Take a look at this towering wall of dust. It swallowed parts of Phoenix on Monday, plunging the city into near zero visibility. Kind of looks familiar to what we saw. The Weather Service warning drivers of dangerously low visibility, urging people pull aside, stay alive. The storm was quickly followed by some severe thunderstorms. It tore through the city, leaving behind downed trees, wind damage, widespread power outages. The National Weather Service issuing both dust storm and severe thunderstorm warnings. After the storm swept through, more than 60,000 customers across the state left without power. And thousands of more emails related to the 2022 Robb Elementary School massacre in Uvalde, Texas, are set to be released. A lawyer admitted at a school board meeting a mistake had been made in withholding them. The board of the Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District voted weeks ago to release the public records related to that attack. The May 2022 school shooting was the worst in a decade. 19 students, 2 teachers were killed in that event. Hundreds of law enforcement officers waited outside of classrooms for more than an hour while victims were left with the gunman. President Donald Trump late last night taking massive moves against the Federal Reserve and now testing his executive power to create new specialized National Guard units to be deployed in cities. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez reports.
Overnight, President Trump taking his pressure on the Federal Reserve to a new level, firing Fed Governor Lisa Cook in a social media post. He'd been threatening to do so for days.
Yeah, fire her if she doesn't resign, yeah. What she did was bad.
Trump pointing to allegations of mortgage fraud. Cook responding, President Trump purported to fire me for cause when no cause exists under the law. I will not resign. The president has repeatedly railed against the Fed and its chairman, Jerome Powell, for not lowering interest rates and making it cheaper for Americans to borrow money. Powell has resisted the move due to inflation concerns, though he recently signaled it may happen next month.
You should have cut him a year ago.
The president also testing his executive power yesterday in his fight with Democratic leaders of multiple states, signing an executive order that would create new specialized National Guard units to be deployed in cities for police work.
We want to go from here to other places.
The president crediting his recent federal takeover of the D.C. Police Department for an immediate drop in crime.
Washington, D.C., sir, has not had a murder in 11 days. If you go back and check, it's been many years since we went a week without having a murder.
We did check, and earlier this year, Washington did go more than 2 weeks without a murder. Trump signaling he wants to move troops to other cities like Chicago. But Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, a Democrat, is calling the president a wannabe dictator.
This is not about fighting crime. This is about Donald Trump searching for any justification to deploy the military in a blue city, in a blue state, to try and intimidate his political rivals.
A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense, and I'm a smart person.
That was Gabe Gutierrez reporting. Here's a live look outside our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. Check out those big puffy clouds out there. Jerry Steffen tracking our rain chances right after the break, so stay with us for that.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC.
Yeah, we're seeing some towering clouds over the mountains right now, but clear skies currently over the Coachella Valley. Yesterday, we did pick up rainfall. Some of the amounts include 44 hundredths At Palm Springs yesterday, that's a record for rainfall. Just hundredths of an inch in other areas of the Coachella Valley, although Salton Sea picked up 61 hundredths of an inch yesterday. Just a downpour around the Salton Sea yesterday. Right now, lots of eddies, even a 90-degree reading at Thousand Palms. As far as temperatures, they'll be slow to warm up and will be, for the most part, below 100 degrees for highs today. Winds variable. They'll be out of the west late this afternoon. You can see some clouds along the coast and not much happening around the Coachella Valley right now. Mostly clear skies, but again, mountain thunderstorms are a good possibility later this afternoon. Radar, yeah, nothing happening over the valley. You got to look to the north and to the east of us for some action. That includes parts of Arizona getting some heavy thunderstorms already. And we'll see some of that as we move into the heating of the day. Warm and humid today. Temperatures at or slightly below 100 degrees for the Coachella Valley. Still have that monsoonal moisture in place, mostly to our east, but we're getting some of it in Southern California, and that will lead to a few mountain thunderstorms. And because the steering currents will be out of the southwest to northeast, spillover showers over the valley are possible later today, up to maybe a third of an inch total accumulation in some areas of our mountains. Future precipitation, according to the short-range, often updated model, the HRRR, the high-resolution rapid refresh. Let's take a look at what it has here. Moving into the afternoon, 2 o'clock, we'll begin to see some mountain thunderstorms. 3, 4 o'clock, that'll continue. And again, steering currents will push this to the northeast, so spillover showers are a possibility. Then moving into the late afternoon, early evening hours, it all begins to taper off. But 90s for highs in the Coachella Valley today. And tomorrow, the monsoonal moisture backs off a little bit, so the chance of thunderstorms in an area backs off on Wednesday. Temps come above 100 degrees for highs in the valley. And as far as rainfall chances, according to the ensemble forecast, maybe a mountain thunderstorm. That's about it. 103 Wednesday for Palm Springs, 103 also at Indio. And then we're going to look at the tropics. Right now we have Tropical Storm Juliet, just under hurricane strength, 70-mile-an-hour winds, moving its way generally to the northwest. Why we're watching Juliet? Because as it moves its way Thursday into Friday, some of that mid-level moisture will be moved up into Southern California thanks to a low pressure center offshore and a high, all pulling it in our direction. So we'll get clouds on Thursday, basically, from that system and very little rain. Okay, there's another look at the rainfall estimates over Southern California. As far as moisture, it's going to be a humid day today. The numbers do back off as far as humidity in the area, down to 50-degree dew points on Thursday, but still a touch of humidity, just not as bad as it is today. 96 are high today with a chance of a mountain thunderstorm. Spillover sprinkle possible for the valley. We'll see mostly sunny skies Wednesday, 103. And again, clouds from Tropical Storm Juliet move overhead on Thursday with a high of 101. Warming back to normal Saturday, 108.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Time for some entertainment news now. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
It's time. The sing-along version of the smash hit K-pop Demon Hunters is now streaming. Plenty of people didn't wait for it to reach Netflix. A theatrical version reportedly sold out more than 1,000 screens on Saturday and Sunday, making it the #1 movie at the weekend box office. Guillermo del Toro has a new gig. The American Film Institute has named the Oscar-winning filmmaker guest artistic director for its AFI Fest, October 22nd through the 26th in Hollywood. The festival's opening night film, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, starring Jeremy Allen White as the boss.
There's no doubt about it.
Jennifer Lopez also has an upcoming honor. The performer is set to receive the Virtuoso Award at the SCAD Savannah Film Festival, November 1st at the Savannah College of Art and Design. She'll be lauded for her career, including her upcoming role in Kiss of the Spider-Woman, opening in theaters October 10th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And before we head to break here, don't forget you can always check out our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. You've got the newsroom tab with all of the latest top stories. There's breaking news as well. Find Jerry's latest weather forecasts or head to the cool tab and find our contest and giveaways. Some more news coming up right after the break, so stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC Palm Springs News. Even astronauts tune in.
We are tracking some breaking news. It just came into our newsroom moments ago. Rebecca and Jake Haro have been formally charged with murdering their 7-month-old son, Emmanuel. They're now officially facing 2 charges, the first being murder, the second, the unlawful report to a police officer or deputy sheriff. The search for Emmanuel's remains continue tonight. The Haros are scheduled to appear at the Riverside County Hall of Justice later on today, so we will have continuing coverage of this breaking news for you in our 5 and 6 p.m. newscasts. But again, Jake and Rebecca Haro officially charged with murder this morning. So a big story we're tracking this week. The weather. So Jerry, I know before we go, you want one last touch on the weather outside.
Yeah, thunderstorms are still a possibility in the mountains. Spillover showers for the valley, not as intense as yesterday, but still could happen. And clouds will begin to move in. Overcast conditions Thursday. That's tapping into Tropical Storm Juliet. And we'll have more on that at 5 o'clock. Also, can we say congratulations to Travis and Taylor on their engagement.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard?
All the Swifties out there are very excited about the big ring now on Taylor's hand. All right, some more news for you coming up tonight at 5 and 6. Stay safe if the roads get slick out there. We'll see you this evening.